Reaching 90 does not automatically mean losing your natural teeth. Even today, some people in their 80s and 90s can still eat, speak, and smile with teeth they have had for most of their lives. Modern dentistry gave us valuable protection. Modern marketing made that protection seem complicated and expensive. For generations, we have been told that losing our teeth is simply an inevitable part of growing older, a tax we pay for reaching an advanced age. But dental science reveals a completely different story. Aging itself is merely a backdrop, not the actual cause of tooth loss. Instead, losing a tooth is the slow, accumulated outcome of quiet battles fought over decades. The real culprits are gum disease, smoking, and the dry mouth caused by everyday medications, alongside frequent sugar exposure and untreated decay. We often think of dental health by what we can see, but the true vulnerability lies beneath. A tooth can look perfectly white and healthy above the gum line, while the bone and tissue holding it in place are silently eroding. This weakening of the foundation is what ultimately claims a tooth, not the steady accumulation of birthdays. If aging itself is not the true enemy, it changes how we view our future. It raises a fascinating question. What simple daily habits allowed previous generations to protect this hidden foundation and keep their natural teeth into their 90s? By 1949, a quiet revolution had taken over the bathroom sink. Squeeze tubes of paste were rapidly replacing the old metal tins of tooth powder, capturing 3/4 of the American market. This shift wasn't just about convenience. It was driven by a genuine scientific breakthrough. In 1955, the national rollout of Crest brought clinical-grade fluoride into millions of households, a milestone formally backed by the American Dental Association in 1960. This single ingredient was a massive leap forward, proving remarkably effective at halting decay. Modern dentistry improved protection. Modern marketing, however, multiplied the products. Over the decades, what began as a simple protective choice splintered into an endless shelf of whitening formulas, enamel-restoring gels, and high-priced specialty tubes. Today's dental aisle is designed more to target consumer wallets than clinical needs, transforming a basic hygiene routine into an expensive, confusing ritual. Underneath all this branded noise, the essential mechanics of keeping your teeth remain surprisingly straightforward. To understand how some people still reach their 90s with a full, healthy smile, we have to look past the modern marketing glare and examine the basic, low-cost daily habits that started it all. Long-term survival of our teeth comes down to daily rhythm, not high-tech products. Decades ago, oral care relied on simple nylon bristle brushes and basic home powders, used morning and night. But there was another, invisible factor at play in those kitchens. In many mid-century homes, grazing between meals was rare. Sugar was a treat, not a constant background companion. Yet, we cannot romanticize the past. Without modern treatments, millions still suffered from agonizing toothaches and early extractions. The difference, for those who kept their teeth, lay in how and when they ate. Every time we eat, bacteria in our mouth produce acid that strips minerals from our enamel. It takes nearly an hour for saliva to neutralize this acid and repair the damage. The mouth does not only remember how much sugar arrived, it also remembers how often it arrived. Sipping sweet coffee over 3 hours, sucking on mints, or grazing on biscuits means the mouth is trapped in a state of constant acid attack. The enamel never has time to heal. At the center of these older routines sat a simple, hand-mixed dry powder prepared at home for pennies. It relied on 4 basic ingredients. First is sodium bicarbonate, common baking soda, which forms the base. To this, families added very finely ground sea salt, a small pinch of yellow turmeric, and a few drops of strong clove oil. Depending on the household, the region, or the era, these recipes varied widely. Some omitted the spice entirely, while others added chalk or charcoal. This was not a single universal ancient formula, nor did it belong to any one culture. Instead, this humble mixture serves as a window into how people managed oral hygiene before mass production took over. To understand its true value, we must look past the nostalgia and examine what each ingredient actually does to the teeth. Baking soda is the true workhorse of this hand-mixed formula. With a relative Denton abrasivity score of just 7, pure sodium bicarbonate is remarkably gentle, far less abrasive than many modern whitening pastes. Its alkaline nature allows it to temporarily neutralize plaque acids and lift superficial stains. But there is a firm boundary to its capability. Baking soda does not bleach teeth, nor can it regrow lost enamel. Most importantly, while it cleans the surface, it lacks fluoride, leaving teeth without the chemical reinforcement needed to actively halt decay. Then there is the fine sea salt. Many associate its coarse, scrubbing sensation with a deeper clean. But this is a dangerous misconception. In reality, salt acts primarily as a texturizer. It offers no chemical protection against cavities, and more grit does not translate to better defense. In fact, combining coarse salt with hard brushing acts like sandpaper on the gum line, irritating delicate tissues and wearing away exposed roots. For a generation trying to preserve their natural teeth, excessive friction is a liability, not a cure. The yellow spice in the mixture is turmeric, rooted deeply in traditional Indian medicine. Modern science does show that its active compound, curcumin, has anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, and antimicrobial properties, but a massive gap exists between laboratory studies and the home kitchen. Clinical research finding benefits for gum health relies on specialized, highly concentrated pharmaceutical gels designed to stick to oral tissues. Rubbing raw kitchen spice onto your teeth is not the same. Turmeric will not cure gum disease, nor will it reliably whiten your smile. In fact, the practical reality is quite the opposite. This yellow pigment is notorious for staining plastic toothbrushes, white sinks, and, worst of all, modern tooth-colored fillings and dental bonding, leaving a stubborn yellow tint that resists standard bleaching. Clove oil completes the mixture. Its active compound, eugenol, blocks nerve signals to temporarily numb an aching tooth. Masking pain does not remove active decay, clear infections, or repair cracks. Concentrated clove oil can easily burn oral tissues and must never be swallowed or used undiluted. While this simple jar of powder captured everyone's attention, the most powerful part of the routine remained invisible. Baking soda did the real cleaning, salt added risky friction, turmeric stained dental work, and clove oil merely quieted symptoms. The true secret to keeping teeth into your 90s lies outside the jar. In genetics, saliva flow, gum health, flossing, and avoiding dry mouth medications. The powder was just a companion to decades of quiet, daily consistency. Saliva is our natural defense, washing away food and neutralizing plaque acids. But for older adults, over 500 common medications trigger persistent dry mouth, stripping away this protection. Remember, white teeth are not always secure teeth. Underlying danger signs include bleeding gums, recession, persistent bad breath, and widening spaces. Fortunately, you do not need a cabinet of expensive products. A safe, effective routine is remarkably simple. Brush gently twice daily with a soft brush. Use an affordable fluoride toothpaste. Clean between your teeth and stay hydrated. You can even choose a fluoride toothpaste containing baking soda to combine old-school simplicity with modern, proven protection. While this homemade powder should never replace fluoride or professional care, daily consistency is what keeps your smile intact. Do you remember your parents or grandparents using baking soda, salt, turmeric, or clove? Share your stories in the comments below. Ultimately, the real secret isn't in a jar, but in the quiet discipline of a lifetime. Our teeth remain a living history of daily care, not quick fixes. Did your grandparents use baking soda, salt, or clove? Share your family's stories in the comments.